Manchester's biggest
student station, Shock Radio.
The biggest hits, the best music. Shock Hits with Chloe Yates on Shock Radio.
For a second I was in control.
Coldplay. It is True Love. 4 minutes past 12. Shock Radio. Hope you guys are doing all right. We've got a great show for you. A lot packed, and I'm not here on my own. I've got two gentlemen sat here with me in this studio. Do you want to give me a little bit of a hello?
Hello, Craig Taphorn.
It is Craig Taphorn. He is our very own from Shock Radio, and he is on the Remix Radio on Thursdays at 7 o'clock. Just to give you a bit of a plug. And on the left, we have Luke Slater. He is a musician, and he is also part of a band which is called Psychedelic Pirates. Very, very exciting. He's got a lot to talk about. He's been doing stuff in Africa. He's got gigs around Manchester as well, and he also plays a synthesizer. Hello, Luke.
Hello, how are you doing? That's quite a few things, yeah.
It's quite a few things.
Yeah,
we've got
introduction.
What have I been doing with my time?
So we've got a very exciting show. We've got music from Iggy Azalea, and as well we've got a bit of Fergie on the way. But for now, a bit of Ray Morris, Under the Shadows, Shock Radio.
I don't know why.
Ray Morris, Under the Shadows. It is Shock Radio. We have a musician in the studio, and I couldn't be more chuffed, really. Hello, Luke.
Hello, how are you doing?
I'm very good. So, Luke, if you want to give us a bit of insight of the things you've been up to musician-wise. So you started, for all the musicians out there, you can probably relate to Luke quite a lot. He is self-taught as a musician. He plays plays more than one instrument, and he's done a lot, really, Luke. So, Luke, go on. Should we just get to know you?
Okay, you can do. I think the main thing, like, as you got down there, is I didn't really get into music, like, as a player, especially until I was 16. But even listening, it was like it was a different thing. Didn't interest me.
Yeah.
Like, to say, in high school and in college, I didn't even think to pick music as a subject. So that's how far away music was in my life. But then going into college, something seemed to click in my mind. It was like, this is what I want to do. I met some guitarists, and I was in awe of them playing guitar, and just wanted to be around all this music. And then I eventually ended up getting a bass guitar in my hand. Like, this music teacher come in and said, you guys are band, there's 4 of us in there. And I'm like, yeah. So like, do you want to play this gig in 3 weeks? And we're like, yeah. I haven't looked back since 16.
So your style is acoustic, reggae, blues, and you also use a loop pedal as well, which I think is quite interesting.
Since a couple of months, really, not too long. Like, the last few months, I've jumped right to the end. I've been writing songs probably about 10 songs in the last 3 months or something.
Wow, amazing.
And if I clock up all the songs I wrote last year with all the different projects and this, with well over 30 songs, which I think is quite a nice haul of songs.
So if you want to give Luke Slater a follow on Twitter, it is @LukeSlaterSBH. Or if you want to go on SoundCloud, he's on pretty much every single type of social media, really, which is great. It is Luke Slater SBH on SoundCloud, and Facebook.com/Luke Slater SBH, funnily enough.
Thank you.
Bands in My Bed coming up just next. But first, let's have a bit of fun. It's Iggy Azalea, Black Widow on Shock Radio. Iggy Azalea, Black Widow. It is Shock Radio. We have Luke Slater and Craig Taphorn in the studio. Hello.
Hello.
You okay?
Mr. Craig Taphorn, he is from our very own Shock Radio. He is on Thursdays from 7 o'clock. Give him a tweet as well. It is @TagTheRemixRadio. Guys, I think it's time to get to know each other a little bit better. Should we just do Bands in My Bed?
Let's do that.
Bands in My Bed.
Saucy. It is a bit saucy, isn't it? So the aim of the game for Bands in My Bed is a section of the show where we get to know our bands a little bit better. You take turns asking different questions about yourself, but you have to give 3 answers to each question that I'm going to ask. However, there is a twist. One of these answers that you're going to give me has to be a lie. So I'm going to ask you a question, 3 answers, one of them is a lie. It is up to the opponent to sort of give an insight in, do you know them? Do you think you've got them figured out? And can you guess what the lie is? So we're going to start with Craig Taphorn. Craig, the first question, no pressure, and he's looking very, very nervous. First question is, what was your first thought when you woke up this morning? Now, this could go one way or the other, couldn't it, really? Live radio, come on.
So this morning, what was my first thought? Yay, it's Friday. Yay, it's Friday. B, I need a drink.
Yeah.
Or C, where are my pants?
Okay. Luke, which is the lie?
Would it be the need a drink?
Yeah, that actually is a lie.
That's the lie.
Okay, ding, ding, yep.
Hey!
So you didn't need a drink waking up this morning?
Let's move over to Luke. Go on.
Mine.
What was your first thought when you woke up this morning?
Okay, first, finish mastering a song. Second, let the dog out. And third, is the water hot?
Oh.
Those are
It's a hard one, yeah.
I'll be them. Do you have a dog? That's an interesting question. I'm going to go with B.
Okay.
Let the dog out.
Let the dog out.
That's right, that's the lie.
What? You two? Do you know any of that before?
There's not even a dog. There isn't a dog there.
You guys have met before, haven't you? What are you doing? Hardwell and Gyro, never say goodbye. It is Shock Radio. Bands in My Bed will be straight after this.
Shock Hits with Chloe Yates.
Tell them where I'm from. Finger on the pump, make the 6 straight jump from SoCal. Hollywood to the slums. We legalize it. Yes, you can join.
Fergie, LA Love, Shock Hits on Shock Radio. I am Chloe Yates. Hello. It is 12:30. We've got half an hour left, and I've got two gentlemen in the studio. If you've just tuned in, I've got Mr. Luke Slater, who is a singer-songwriter as well. And he's also part of a band which is called Psychedelic Pirates. Give us a hi, Luke.
Hello, how you
He's
doing?
got wonderful hair. If you do want to see his hair, by the way, I had to point it out. We've got two contrasts. We've got Craig with not so much hair, and Luke with a lot of hair. Go on shockradio.com, and we have a cheeky webcam as well. I'll have a little bit of a wave. I don't know where the camera's gone. It's over there now. Hello.
There's two.
Oh, my life. There's two cameras.
There's one up
There's
here.
one over there.
I don't know which one to wave to.
And there's one over there. Do you know what I think?
Wave to that one?
I know.
Well, they can hear us.
Producers are pointing. Yeah, we know. I think I need to re-dye my hair. Good God. Right, it's part of the show where we get to know our bands a little bit better. Bands in My Bed.
Bands in My Bed.
Saucy. The first questions we had in the show was, what was your first thought when you woke up this morning? I'm so glad it was clean. Do listen back to the show. It'll be on SoundCloud and it will also be on YouTube. Just type in Shock Hits and it will be there. Should we crack on? It'll start with Craig. Who would you most like to be stuck in a lift with?
Okay, so this is challenging for you, right? So,
Right.
Is it A, Patrick Stewart? Is it B, Nigel Farage? Or is it C, The Queen?
Okay, Luke, which one do you think it could be? So do you want to go through it again? A, B or C?
A, Patrick Stewart, B, Nigel Farage, or C, Her Majesty the Queen?
I'm going to go with the obvious Nigel Farage there. See if that's right.
Oh.
Queen?
Yeah, that's right.
That's right, of course it
He'd
is.
drive me crazy.
Okay.
So.
Cheeky little correct sound there. Made by myself, just so you know. So we'll move over to Luke.
Fully enough, A, Nigel Farage.
What? Do you know what? You like blood brothers. You know so much about
Maybe.
each other. I swear you guys have met before.
But maybe that's what someone
Maybe he wants to be.
But then I've got Pammy too.
Oh.
Who?
just pretend you know him. Yeah, totally. We're big fans. And the third one, Luke.
Russell Brand.
Oh. So,
Wow,
okay.
Russell Brand might be annoying to me too, but
That's
for
the
you,
point,
I'm going to say A, Nigel Farage.
Okay.
That is also correct. Pammy T on that list is a beautiful lady that should be listening at home right now. So I'd like to say hello to her.
Back to Craig. If you could live in any era at all, what era would you live in?
Okay, so is it A, Victorian time? Is it B, medieval France? Or is it C, ancient Egypt?
Wow. They'd all be good, wouldn't they?
Can you think of an answer, Luke? He's in deep
I'm
thought.
actually thinking about this. I'm going to go... Is this which one you wouldn't want to
I
go?
wouldn't want to be in, yeah.
Well, ancient Egypt would be nice to see, but I don't think it'd be very good to live in. In fact, all of them times were probably pretty poor conditions, living-wise.
Which is the lie? Which is the lie?
Which is the lie? I'm going to go with I'm just going to go back into Victorian. I've just popped in.
Is that the lie?
Nope, that's not the lie.
No. Which era would you hate to live in, Craig?
Probably medieval France.
And why would that be?
I think it would be the hardest to survive as a medieval peasant, unless you're a noble, right?
Okay, yeah.
I mean, ancient Egypt would be really cool, especially if I could go back knowing what I know now, because I could, would be magically smart. But I think Victorian times would be the coolest, even though you don't have a lot of the modern stuff we have now. I just like the energy that they had, the confidence that they were masters of the world.
He's got a good reason there. You can't get him wrong, can you? So, pressure, Luke. If you could live in any era, which era would it be? Remember, one of them is a lie, so Craig, you got to figure out which era he would hate to live in, really.
Well, I've said the 1960s, the 1600s, or right now.
Oh.
Okay, for that one, I'm going to say the 1600s.
Yes, I'll go with that.
He is correct. You know what? You guys have done so well. Craig is the winner.
Oh.
Nice one, Craig. We have got another feature coming up very soon, which is called Sing Song Ping Pong. If you want to know more about it, you're just going to have to listen, aren't you? David Guetta, Dangerous. It is Shock Hits. If you do want to tweet in our guests, it is @ Shock Hits Live. Or tweet there, Twitter, The Remix Radio, or Luke Slater SBH. David Guetta, Dangerous, one of my favourite songs. It does remind me of Rec Night last night. That song was played quite a few times actually, and I really enjoyed the song, but I was painted green. And just a bit of evidence, by the way, Rec Night, if you don't know what Rec Night is, it is basically the university, all the societies come together and they all just go on a massive, I can't really say, let's just say bender. That's a bit more of a daytime friendly word. Thanks, Craig, you saved me there. I got absolutely pajamaed. There we go. And the theme for Shock Radio was Teenage Mutant Turtles, and I had to paint myself head to toe in green body paint. And there's also a bit of evidence here, just on my elbow. There's some green here and just under my arm. I can't really take it. My jacket's too tight. It's too tight fitted. But if you want to see on webcam, I might have a little bit of a green tinge. So it's not nice. But I've had 3 showers as well, and I still can't get it out. But do you know what? That's what the things you do for Shock Radio, isn't it? It's things to do.
There are pictures online as well. So.
Oh, that is very true. A shout out as well to Abby Howard, who tweeted in saying, sounding great and listening on the way to the library. Nice one, Abby. She's keeping focus, isn't she?
Excellent.
We do have Luke in the studio. He is a musician and he's going to give us a live version of your song, which you wrote yourself, called I Love Lucy.
That's right.
He's got a harmonica and an acoustic guitar. So a bit of proof there. It is not an MP3. He is here with real instruments. I'm very, very proud. Luke, do you want to give us your song right now?
I can do. Yeah, this song is called I Love Lucy.
You know I love you, I'll always be true. I want to spend all my life with you until the end of my days. Lucy, I love you. I always got you on my mind. I'm thinking about you all the time, as sure as night becomes day. Lucy, I love you. Spending our days wide-eyed in the park, breaking down the boundaries of who we are. You stir my senses up in every way. There's only one thing left to say. You know that it's true. Lucy, I love you. We can spend our days in bed together. I know it's a love that'll last forever. You know I love you, I'll always be true. I want to spend all my life with you until the end of my days. Lucy, I love you. Lucy, I love you. Lucy, I love you. Oh, Lucy, I love you.
Absolutely beautiful.
Nice, very nice.
It is Mr. Luke Slater live in the studio. If you do want to tweet in and let us know what you think of his own music, it is @tag Luke Slater SBH. And on my right, I have Mr. Craig Taphorn, who is our very own from Shock Radio, and he is on Thursdays from 7 o'clock. Hello, Craig.
Hello.
He's
I can't
here.
match that.
He can't. Do you know what, Craig? Do you have any songs you can do?
No
Go on,
songs
have a bit
I
of a
can
singer.
do. Sorry.
So Luke Slater is based in Manchester, and he's also part of a band called Psychedelic Pirates, who they will be returning. They will be, won't they, Luke?
Very shortly.
Oh, they will, very
yes,
shortly.
Well, our singer is currently sailing the seas. He's off in India right now, and we'll be back going again within the month, I think, next month.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So you've got a second song for us that you're going to play live. Does this also involve a harmonica? Because it's very
does, the
impressive.
same harmonica, actually.
And what is this song called, Luke?
This song's called Belief. This is a song I wrote literally after turning up back from Africa. This song came just like that, really.
Amazing. The microphone is yours, Luke. Take it away.
Everyone you've ever met and imagine their faces all together in one place. How do the different people make you feel as you associate them with memories from your past and your future? So try not to let your worries get you down. Eventually they will change. Hold on to love and spread that love around. Treat everyone the same, and that's how they'll treat you. So take another look at everything you think you see every day. Go and look a little bit closer. Maybe you'll see something in a different light with your eyes open. May even feel a little bit stronger. So try not to let your worries get you down, because eventually they will change. Hold on to love and spread that love around. Treat everyone the same, and that's how they'll treat you. Belief is our most important thing. Believe in yourself. Belief is our most important thing. Believe yourself. Belief is our most important thing. Believe in yourself. Belief is our most important thing. Believe yourself, believe yourself. Do you ever wonder why we feel the way we do? We know because we got those feelings built in. But do you ever wonder why the emotions are what they are? Maybe those instincts that got us this far. So please take a moment to reflect of all the luck that we possess. Just being here in the first place, we're blessed with all that we can process. Belief is our most important thing. Belief in yourself. Belief is our most important thing. Believe yourself. Belief is our most important thing. Belief in yourself. Belief is our most important thing. Believe yourself, believe yourself. Believe yourself. Believe yourself.
Absolutely beautiful.
Cheers. Nice one.
That is Luke Slater, Believe. Absolutely brilliant. We've had a tweet from Paul Worrell, who is listening from Macclesfield, and he says he loves it. So you can't get better than that, can you?
Excellent.
We do have one of my favourite features, which is Sing Song Ping Pong, coming up on the way. But first, George Ezra, Casio, one of my favourite tracks. Keep tweeting in, Shock Hits Live. George Ezra, Casio. Do you know what? You got me in the singing mood now. Sorry. Chloe
Nice one.
Diva right over here. It is time for Sing Song Ping Pong.
Sing Song Ping Pong.
So this is the part of the show where I'd like to put you guys under pressure. It makes me laugh. I'm really evil, aren't I? And this theme is basically, we give you a theme each week and you have to sing as many songs as you can that is about that particular theme. This week, the theme is weather. We're going to start with Craig. Can you think of a song as quick as you can? Go!
Here I am, rock me like a hurricane.
Hey.
Come on.
Who's that by, Craig?
That's by the Scorpion.
Under my umbrella.
Oh,
There you go.
Craig, you got any other ones?
Purple rain.
Purple rain. Absolute tune.
Someday you'll find it, the rainbow connection.
Go on, Luke.
Where over the rainbow,
Way up high.
everywhere you go, you always take the weather with you. Everywhere you
He's a
go.
singer.
I know, yeah.
It's Raining Man.
It's
Raining man. Woo! Hallelujah. It's raining man. Why does it always rain on
Singing with
me?
Travis.
I think Luke's winning, Craig. You're going to have to keep going.
Raindrops keep falling on my
Oh,
head.
yes. That is an obvious one, isn't it? Go on, think of any more.
Purple rain.
Sunshine, lollipops, and rainbows.
I'm walking on sunshine.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Calvin Harris outside. It is Shock Radio. We've got a few minutes to go, but we're not going to go anywhere because we're going to find out about Luke and Africa.
Look at what you've done. Stand still.
Calvin Harris outside. It is Shock Hits. And thank you so much for listening. And thank you to everybody that has tweeted in. We do have a few more minutes left of the show, but we want to squeeze in as much as we can with Mr. Luke Slater, who is a musician that came in especially to play his tracks live. He did play Belief and I Love Lucy. If you do want to listen back to those, it's on SoundCloud, Shock Hits Live, or type in, give all the details.
Basically, if you type Luke Slater SBH into Google, you'll pretty much get everything.
And
Or I should say,
SoundCloud.
or any search engine.
So you've got a gig coming up on the 4th of March. Quick as you can, explain
Yeah,
what we've
4th
got.
of March is my event, SBH Live, and it's at the Thirsty Scholar. So it'll be myself playing and a couple of other bands, acts, and we potentially have it as a jam night as well. So come
Amazing.
down to that, Thirsty Scholar on the 4th of March.
And squeeze in, because we've had a lot of people tweeting about Africa. They want to know, what did you do in Africa?
Well, it was when I went over with a charity called the LSU Foundation, the most beautiful charity in the world, and I worked at a place called the Tilly-Nanu Orphanage, working with all these orphans, and I basically went
Amazing.
over with a big bag of guitars, a recording studio, set that up, played music with them, taught them instruments, wrote songs with them.
That's beautiful.
Recorded an EP with them, and then took them to Lake of Stars Festival, biggest festival in Malawi, where we did a big performance. I got a full band of Malawian busking musicians as well, so full band, full choir. It was
That sounds
amazing.
incredible. And
Yeah.
what year was that, Luke?
That was last year.
That was last
I went
year?
twice last year.
That's amazing.
Went there, set it up, went back again. So I will go back again at some point.
So you do have a couple of tracks as well that you recorded in Africa, don't you?
I do. There's an EP. It's
an
on
EP.
SoundCloud. Tilly Nanu, if you found that.
So if you do want to listen to tracks as well, it would also be on the social media for Shock Hits as well. So do log on, facebook.com/Shock Hits. A big thank you to Craig and Luke that has come into the studio. I really appreciate it. We're here same time next week, and we do have Miss Maisie Johnson coming in next week, and she is a singer-songwriter. Don't miss it, 12 o'clock next week. Ta-da.
We don't kid, can you